Let's solve some problems here. What is the slope of the line shown in the graph? Now, to solve for the slope of a line from its graph, we can either count the rise and the run from one point to the next. So that would be rise over run, or we can choose 2 points that lie on the line and substitute them into the slope formula, which is just equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So whichever method that gets you to the answer the quickest, then you can use that one. So I want to use the slope formula, and I'll choose 2 points on the line. So let's say we have here, okay, when x is 0, y is -2. So this is -1, -2. So we have point 0, -2, and another point, let's say, okay, this one here. So this is 7 and -8. So the other point is 7 and -8. We can just plug in the values to the slope formula. Let's say this is our x sub 1, y sub 1, and this one is x sub 2, y sub 2. And we can solve for our slope. So the slope is just equal to -8 minus -2 over 7 minus 0. So this is -8 plus 2 is -6 over 7. Therefore, the slope is just equal to -6 over 7. So the answer here is letter C. The graph of a polynomial function p of x is shown above. For what values of x does p of x equals -4? Now we're given here the graph of a polynomial function p of x, and we just have to look for the values of x wherein p of x is equal to -4. Or shall we say, we look for the x value or the values of x when y is equal to -4. So p of x here is just our y. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We can just draw a line across the graph at y equals -4. So let's say this is -1, -1, -2, -3, -4. So here, this is -4, and then we draw a line here. Okay, and then let's try to find the x coordinates of any points that hit this line. So there are only 2 points that hit this line, this point here and this point here. So let's take a look at the points. So since this is 6, that means this is 5. So this is 0.5, -4, and the other one is, since this is -6, so this is -7. So this is -7 and 4. So let's take a look at our choices here. Okay, so we have -7 and 5 for our x coordinates when y is equal to -4. So the answer here is letter C. On average, for every 2,500 cans of colored paint a home improvement chain mixes, exactly 40 are the wrong color or defective. At this rate, how many cans of paint were mixed during a period in which exactly 128 were defective? It is stated here that for every 2,500 cans of colored paint a home improvement chain mixes, there are exactly 40 defective. So we need to find the number of cans of paint that were mixed if 128 were defective. So we can do ratio and proportion for this one. So for every 2,500 cans, there are 40 defective. So we let X be the number of cans of paint if there are 128 defectives. So we can just cross multiply to solve for X. So this would be 2,500 times 128 equals 40X. And then we divide both sides by 40. This is just equal to 320. Okay. 320,000 equals 40x divided by 40. So x is just equal to 8,000. So there are 8,000 cans of paint that were mixed during a period in which exactly 128 were defective. So the answer here is letter C. If the values in the table represent a linear relationship, what is the missing value? Now to find the missing value here, given the x value, we can use the slope formula since it is stated that this is a linear relationship. Now let's do that. So the slope formula is just equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So we can choose 2 points from the table. Let's say 3, 0 and negative 1, 14. Then we can solve for our slope. It will be 14 minus 0 over negative 1 minus 3. So this is just 14 over negative 4. So we divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. So we have 7 over negative 2. So our slope is negative 7 over 2. Then we can solve for the value of y here given the value of x, which is equal to negative 7. So let's choose 1.0 and negative 7 y. So let's use the slope formula again. We already have the value of slope, which is negative 7 over 2. So this is just equal to y minus 0 over negative 7 minus 3. So we have negative 7 over 2 equals y over negative 10. Then we can cross multiply to solve for the value of y. Okay, so that would be negative 7 times negative 10 equals 2y. So this is 70 equals 2y divided by 2. Then y is just equal to 35. So the value of y here is 35 when x is equal to -7. So the answer here is letter C.